Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Chai with Gary. FA Cup, Leicester 3, United 1. It was probably one of the probably the worst games that I've seen this season. I don't know how you saw it.
Disappointing, very, very disappointing. I think this video is almost no more than 12 hours after that game.
Yeah.
So I've calmed down a bit. Really, really pissed off. Poor performance. Really deserved what we got.
Yeah.
Leicester fully deserved to go through.
Yeah.
But I'm curious to understand what you thought of the game, Chai.
Dude, I don't care about the result, right? I mean, we can lose games, that's fine. But the matter in which we lost was probably what worries me the most, not in the short term, but in the longer term. I think we have a manager who abused his resources. Today, didn't make substitutions. There's no tactical changes. Well, it's only like substitutions. He's got on players who haven't played in a while, so they were a little bit rusty. You can't have two people coming back from injuries, both starting the game and then having to have them substituted at the same time. There's Matic who can barely run. I think the only place he can run is on a treadmill.
Okay, dude.
Man,
I'm gonna name these players who played today. I want you to tell me if you should keep them or if it's time for them to go. Okay?
oh wait. Let me save you some time. I'll fucking sell the lot too. Except Greenwood.
Come
Greenwood
on.
I'll keep. Greenwood I'll keep. Pogba anyway is going. Okay, go on. It'll be interesting. Let's have a chat.
Okay, Henderson.
Still, I'm on. Yeah, I'll keep him as a backup. Yeah.
You'll keep him, right? He's still pretty good, I thought. Wan-Bissaka.
He's scraping the barrel. Considering we don't have anybody else, I'll keep him.
You'll keep him? I'll get him out. Maguire.
Fucking out, dude. He should go back. He won't even get back to Leicester's team now.
Maguire was the cause for the first goal anyway, which we'll go into a bit later. Lindelof.
Dude, I'll sell him.
Another waste of space. Tellus.
I'll keep him.
Tellus, okay. Let's go to midfield now. Fred.
Sold.
Matic.
Sold.
Van de Beek.
Keep.
Who else do we got?
Pogba.
Pogba.
It's not in my hands. He's leaving anyway.
And Greenwood. I mean, this is it, Chai. Like, when you look at the squad, how the players you don't even want them to be there? How can you genuinely feel like we're going to win anything this season with the squad that we have?
Yeah. I don't care about this season. This season is anyway over, right? It's reaching its climax.
Dude,
worst we can do is
we can't keep saying that, Chai. We keep saying next season.
No. All I'm trying to say is this season, it's played out in a way that's kind of been conducive to us. That's what I mean. Let me clarify. This season has been conducive to us. The results have gone our way. We're second in the league. It's somehow by miracle that we find ourselves there. Okay, we've had some good wins and good away streak. What worries me is I don't think there'll be a lot of investment this summer. And I think this is the same squad that will be used next year. That's what worries me. And let's say if everybody around us have made some decent purchases over the summer or transfers, I think we find ourselves where Tottenham is today or Arsenal is. We'd probably be there or even worse. Right? That's my worry.
The problem is we keep going back. Okay, look at today's performance. When you have more than half your team performing so poorly, how can you really blame the players for this whole situation we're in? You've got Pogba in there, World Cup winner. You've got Mason Greenwood there, potentially one of the best players.
Yeah.
And then you've got people like Fred, people like Matic, who you think, okay, they're not the best players, but they should still cover the basics of what's required when you're
Cover the
defending.
basics. Have you seen the second goal when that guy did a 1-2 and went past Matic? And did you know the Matic was just
He was going for a job. He was going for a job.
Exactly.
Dude, it's just very, very poor. The first goal especially, it was...
Man, I have no words, dude. I have no words.
Why do we insist on playing from the back? What you had two options. You had one Pisaka on the right and you had Tellez on the left, who were
Mm,
both free,
yeah.
and Maguire decides to pass it to the one person who's marked, i.e. Fred.
And Fred
And
has a
yeah, and
has
you
a
know, and
touch
I
of
know, Fred just can't handle being pressed. Like he's not our most gifted footballer. Why would you try to play that ball to him?
Gary. I've actually lost for words. I don't know how to react to this game, and quite frankly, I think this is this is quite disappointing. I think it hurts a lot in terms of what we've been given as fans, I guess, and it's a deep statement, right? I think there are a lot of talks about no investments being there because people pay themselves dividends. There's no enough quality in the coaching staff. There's no quality on the pitch, and the quality that we do have is we find themselves injured because they're overplayed. So, look, I have no. It's a culmination of a lot of things, and for what's happened today, I think we have to give Leicester credit. I think they tore us apart,
Hmm.
right? And they should have been at least 4 or 5 up, and the
Easy. Vardy had
scoreline's
that one miss
probably
as well.
scoreline's not really reflective of what the
No.
actual performance was. And in fact, we should probably the only positive is Van de Beek might have gotten an assist, whether it was intentional or not, whether or let it go. I have no fucking idea. But Greenwood's goal was good, but what,
The problem I have, okay, we won against Milan, and I for one thought that was going to give us a confidence boost into this game,
mm,
because I know Leicester had a break. They
yeah,
didn't have the Europa League, so they had a good break in between their last game and this game.
yeah,
So I expected them to be a lot more fresher. But what I fail to understand is with the starting lineup, if you
mm,
had Pogba who's not fit, you had Van de Beek that's not fit, why would you try and play them first when
yeah,
you could have probably started off with Bruno,
yeah,
maybe got one or two goals?
mm,
I'm just hypothetically, right? And then maybe you can bring in Pogba and Van de Beek a bit later on to kind of control, the your possession side of things a bit better. But we've done the complete opposite. We've decided to go there and play possession, and then you've got Van de Beek and Pogba who are never going to last the whole game,
yeah.
and then you bring on the one player who could impact so late in the game in the 60th minute, and you make a whole lot of changes to the team, which just disrupts the chemistry of the team.
Look,
And
I don't mind him making substitutions, but then he's not tactically changing anything if you bring
he's
on
not
like
changing.
Blake.
And the other thing as well, you can't go and change four players at once. Okay, we are not this Man City team that are coached to the very detail on how
Mm,
many breaths to take each step you move forward, that you can
yeah.
afford to make four changes at a time and not expect to have any disruptions to the rhythm of play.
Dude, we don't have a rhythm of play. Let's just agree there. And there is a reason why there's no rhythm to play, because we have and and we've spoken about this as well, right? We have a midfield of McTominay, Fred, and Matic in the crux of when there is rotation. None of them can pass a forward ball, right? And please explain why Scott McTominay came in for Van de Beek or whatever it is. Why did he come on? His only contribution to the game is he gave a free. He let the third goal go in. I don't know. Was he jumping? Was he trying? Or what the fuck was he doing? It's just it
And
baffles me, Gary.
Diallo
Uh,
came on so late on. I felt that if we had brought him a bit earlier,
hmm.
look, it might not have changed the result, but I'm saying that it would have probably given us a better chance of getting something in the game.
Yeah, but then that's
So,
can I just stop you there? It's so weird that we rest our we rest our hopes on a 18-year-old kid who's just bought on a has just done nothing in his past, and then I mean he's not Ronaldo, is he? I mean, no stretch of
I mean,
imagination.
Chai, but regardless, he's an attacking player.
Dude, yeah,
Like,
of
if you
course,
make like for like
100%.
changes in a game
100%
where
agree.
you need to put more, you need to overload your offense a bit more. What are
Yeah.
you actually trying to achieve? What are
Look,
you
man,
actually hoping to achieve?
this is all, you know what, we've not even talked about this. Imagine if Madison played today. Madison wasn't on the pitch,
Madison
right?
played, yeah. Like, I
He
mean,
didn't.
No, if Madison had played, it could have been
Yeah,
more.
yeah, of course. Madison was sitting and celebrating in the stands.
And if Vardy had taken his chance as well, could have been another goal.
Dude, I quite frankly, I think I'm lost for words. I'm extremely disappointed. I, I mean, I shouldn't let this bother my day to day, dude. I think it's just one of those weird things, you know.
Dude, it's just ridiculous because it's how many games now we've gone in where we've really been on the back seat. We've not really tried to dominate any team. We've not had any clear cut chances.
The
We've
the last game we did anything productive was a 4-0 against Sociedad. I think that's the only thing that
so
we
say
kind
that,
of,
yeah.
and
And
probably
even
the
then, I
most.
think Sociedad, sort of came out to play. It's just that we had better quality. But this is the point I'm trying to make,
Yeah.
right? When will this team play football? When
Um.
when do when can we confidently say how much time do we need or how much team the Solskjaer need before he can truly put his hand on his heart and say, look,
Hmm.
we are playing my way. Like,
Hmm.
what's the excuse now? Because every game we go into games, we get the 1-0 result, we all happy, and then if we get a draw or we lose, it's
Hmm.
always an excuse. It's either we're too tired, which is bullshit anyway, because he never uses his subs,
Yeah.
or there's too much travel, or it's VAR, or it's the refs. When are you going to take ownership of the results?
Gary, I tell you what, maybe we're looking at it wrong, and I'll probably get crucified if I say this. Is this the United's new normal? If things don't change, it will be, right? And do you
Well,
think things will change?
I'm not going to let it be the normal.
But
I, as a fan, look,
yeah,
I don't care. There are many people out there like us who will not accept this. The
correct. But
only way this becomes a normal
hmm,
is if we keep quiet, Chai.
look, okay, there's a limit to the change we can advance in the team, right? You, as a person, have very limited responsibility to make the change. People that are way above our pay grades, I guess. Yeah, let's put it that way, who are making stupid decisions one after the other, and it pains me to say this, and it really does because I'm usually a little more chirpy on the talk.
Yeah.
The only way I see it is change of ownership, and that to happen, something drastic needs to happen. Why will they change when they're making so much of profit?
Yeah, but I mean, okay, I understand. Yes,
Mm,
change of ownership is probably the most important thing that needs to happen in this club.
yeah,
But at the same time, you can get a lot better uh, out of this team right now.
of
The way
course.
it's playing, the way the players are being managed, you can't tell me that a better manager doesn't come in here and at the very least,
Yeah,
gets us a cup competition. Jose
look,
Mourinho won a cup.
100%.
Van Gaal won a cup.
Hmm.
How are we going to sit here and accept Ole Gunnar Solskjaer going into his second full season here without a trophy?
Because
I
he's
mean,
finishing second.
dude, Jose Mourinho finished second as well, and he
Yeah,
got sacked the next season.
correct. B-
So,
Look, okay, give me one. Okay, you're Ed Woodward. Okay, let's talk something serious here. You're Ed Woodward. What are the reasons for you to fire Solskjaer now? I mean, consider the board and who he is reporting to. They're happy we're going to make the Champions League next season. The second in the league. Would you fire a manager because you came second?
okay, okay, yeah, okay, okay. If we make it to, if we keep our Champions
Okay.
League spot, fair
Yeah.
enough.
Yeah.
But if I'm just saying this, there's a big if here, and it's
Yeah.
quite possibly something that could happen.
Mm-hmm.
If we drop into the fifth spot,
Yeah.
okay, we don't get Champions League.
Okay.
Do you
Yeah. Of
think?
course. Of course. Then that's the only reason he'll fire him, right? That's the only reason Solskjaer is going to get fired, or probably even close to being fired, if he drops from second to fifth. That's the only
Oh,
reason.
by the way, I just
Hmm.
found out this today as well. So there's four Champions League spots in England
Yes.
normally.
There are the
So
many sports
there
there.
is a potential that
Mhm.
if the Europa League winner is an English club,
Yeah.
and the Champions League winner is an English
Is an English
club,
club. Yeah, there'll be one place lesser.
England will only get three Champions League spots.
Okay. For that to happen, City should
So,
win the league or Arsenal should win the Europa League.
which is
Which,
not beyond the.
I
But I'm
mean,
saying, right? Even fourth spot might not be enough. So
you're
it's
right.
us and Leicester now
Correct.
fighting for the last spot
So you're
potentially.
you're you're 100% right. The only way that Ole is going to get fired if he's finishing below the Champions League spot. Because why? Because the revenue is not coming in for the Champions League, not because we performed really well this season.
Yeah, but then if there's enough fan pressure,
Yeah, yeah,
potentially, okay.
potentially, potentially. I mean,
But
because that's where these guys see a easy way out, saying Ole is a club legend. People won't turn on him as easily as they would have other managers, right?
yeah,
So there's always going to be that soft corner. Look, we're digressing, right?
we
Let's
are we are.
yeah.
I'm
So
just
I'm
really
I'm extremely
disappointed with the
disappointed. But
result.
there's
But
nothing
let's
to
talk about
say.
that first goal, right? Let's talk about the first goal.
Are you
In
good?
fact,
You
should we
gonna
look at
play
the
it
first
back to
goal?
me, or yeah, we should actually. You know
Yeah,
what?
let's look at the first
Let's
goal.
put it up.
All right, so this is, I think, the worst goal that we considered yesterday. Absolutely horrible. Starts off with basically a free kick in our own box. We've got two or three options next to us. We've got Teles left free, one Bissaka free, even Lindelof is somewhat free. Fred
Hmm.
and Matic obviously being marked. And so what we do is Maguire, in his infinite wisdom, decides to play the ball to Fred. Fred gets dispossessed. Ian Nacho gets the ball, and then it's simple round around Henderson to put the ball in the net. So absolutely ridiculous, if you ask me. One of the worst goals we've considered. And again, I don't know who's forcing them to play for the back, whether it's the coaching staff or whether Maguire is calling the shots. No one really knows what's happening. But it's another goal that we've considered from a silly position.
What is this? The third goal we've conceded like this
Yeah.
season. Third, and it's with Henderson too, huh? I mean, poor guy.
Henderson, it's not really his fault though, right?
It's
It's
not though, right? I mean, he should just punter it out, dude. I mean,
yeah, it's
this
just
is
absolutely ridiculous.
yeah,
Yeah.
Gary. Look, I don't know where we go from here, and and I keep saying it doesn't as much bother me for this season because by hook or crook we'll pull something out, right?
Mm,
But what worries me is the next season and how we're going to perform. The same bunch of players with no real investment coming in. Uh, you asked me these questions and I've had a rant. What do you think
yeah.
needs to change?
Look, for me, if we're not going to get the investment, and I
Mm,
think Solskjaer needs major investment for him to
mm,
perform to the levels that we want him to perform.
yeah.
I think the logical step is to remove the manager and the coaching staff,
Mm,
and bring on maybe even someone likes of Brendan Rodgers, because he's really done wonders with Leicester.
yeah.
Leicester's potentially got a slightly inferior squad to us, but he's managed to get them to pretty consistent league table performances. So
Mm.
I think we should really look at changing out a manager, and I just think we need a manager who's going to rotate his squad a bit better as well. Because the last thing I want is for a manager to complain that my squad's so tired because I don't know how to use my players well enough.
Mm.
I can't rotate my squad, for Champions League or Europa League competitions, and I think it's just I think it's just bullshit, man. I'm sick of it. Um, yeah, I think it's got to start with there.
Look, I have a feeling that I think we need some sort of an overhaul at least, right? We need a leader. We can't have See, I think there are two things that we're looking at here, right? Ole is a people's person, as we've spoken so many times in this channel before. I think he kind of pleases the likes of, or he can manage the personalities of Pogba and Bruno in the same team, right? Now, I have a feeling if this was any other manager with a stronger personality than Pogba, then people wouldn't play for him, right? So this is all going on in a status quo, quid pro quo basis, right? So you
Mm,
don't fucking trouble me, I won't trouble you. We'll just keep it going and let's chug some. Let's
Yeah, it's a
judge
buddy
one
system
day at
over
a time,
there.
right?
Yeah.
And it's just like I don't see a way out of this vicious circle, right? So there, I would rather have Pogba leave and get a strong personality as a leader, as a manager, who can, or bring a manager that Pogba respects. I don't know who that is, but let's see whoever that is, right? Um, and just go from there.
But
Other
you're
than that,
saying,
with
yeah, the manager as well, right?
the managers
I
as
think we
well,
kind of agree on the manager point. I think
yeah,
Ole
dude,
is kind of,
managers.
dude, he's
We
taken
haven't.
us.
Hmm,
I've still got to give him respect for what he's done.
yeah.
He's gotten us to where we are now.
Hmm,
And I think he's done a really good job as far as getting the whole team, this togetherness mode where
yeah.
everyone kind of plays for each other. But I think for us to go on to the next level, I
Hmm,
really, really think that we need to invest in, better coaching stuff
yeah.
to get us to the next level. So,
So anyway, a disappointing
yeah,
day.
yeah, disappointing. Next is international break.
Next is
Yeah,
international break, and then we
and then we're back
play
for Brighton, I think.
Brighton. That's
Brighton
the
at
one.
home. Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah. And last time we played Brighton, that was a funny victory, no?
Yeah, yeah. No, it's going to be interesting. Anyway, guys, hope you like the video. Hit a like on the like button. Please subscribe to the channel if you're new. And please also put your comments in this video if you've got other ideas. Until the next episode, this is Chai with Gary.